This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, a bit planner, Kempower and bilkomponenter.
Yo, what's up? This is Hyundai Inster. It's a quite compact car, and in this video I will try to find out if it works as a family car. We'll also take a look at the interior and see how unique it is, how flexible it is when it comes to cargo and space for passenger. So yeah, let's start with the back. Front, nothing to see, there is no front there. So here we have a hatch opening. Interesting. The backup camera is placed there. That's very nice. It doesn't get too much schmutz. Many other cars, backup camera is placed down here, maybe all the way here. Okay, but we have a hatch opening. It's just manual because this is the poor man's car. But yeah, here we just have to take off some of the partial shelf. And I want to see, with that tiny trunk there, can we fit this e-Priam stroller? Well, there's only one way to find out. And this is quite unique for cars in this price range and size, is that you can recline it all the way there. Wow, we're gonna test that once we sit in the seat there, but also you can go quite upright if you want more cargo space. The only thing I don't like are these plates here that cannot be detached. You can do this, but it's still hooked on there. And at least I haven't found a way to remove them, so they are more or less stuck there. That makes it a bit clumsy when you want to stow something big in here. And here we have a lid. We can also remove this. That opens up more space in the trunk. And even after we take off this cover, we'll lower the trunk, get more space. There's even more space here for, well, there's the safety equipment. So you could take out this also. Yeah, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Probably just going to keep it there. We should have enough space now for the stroller. Let's try. So if we take the frame of the Cybex e-Priam, try to put it in here, man, this is the clumsy part where the lid gets in the way. You cannot tuck it away. Just want to take a scissor and cut it off. But I guess it has a purpose. But wow, look at this. You can fit it here. Okay, you can take off the wheel here. So in the case where you don't have enough space, you can take off the wheel, but you know, for quick in and out at shops or whatever, shopping malls, you don't want to do that. You want to get in and out quickly. So then we'll leave it on, but how do we do this? Well, this part can be folded and then tucked away somehow. Okay, maybe I went in the wrong order, but if I put this, whoa, look at this! Huh? Wait, can we close this? That is just amazing. This car, like, physical outer size is roughly the same as a Fiat 500, but you have so much space in the trunk. And I'll show another party trick. Now the seat is in the most back position, and I actually have plenty of legroom. I'm sitting behind myself here. So you can slide this back seat forward to make up more space in the back in case you need it. And of course, as long as you have Asians with you, they can sit here perfectly fine. For example, on short trips from IKEA and home. So you're gonna try that just to see how much space do we have now. Is this seating approved? Yeah, I think so. But this thing here, I got an idea. Now this should work, right? Huh? There you go. Problem solved for the design flaw. I don't know if there's other ways to do this, because, you know, real men don't read the manual, but doesn't matter. I fixed the problem. So now in the maximum cargo mode, we can just, well, almost. Okay, it doesn't go straight in there, but we just toss it in there, right there. Plenty of space. Well, you know what? I think I want to go the other way. Yeah, because of the shape. Yeah, you see that? Then it fits better. And then the seat pack here just tucks in real nice. Anyway, like here, see, wow, you could even put two maybe in there. Or how about we put a Cybet Cloud T child seat here because you have so many kids? How about we fit a microwave oven here because you want to heat up some food and you have vehicle to load? How about another child seat? This is Cybet's Sirona T. Just put it in here because we have so much space. Right. There-ish. Okay, let's. Okay. Take this in first. Just put it like this, you know, and then you close the lid. No problemo. Tesla, go home. So let's measure how big the trunk is. Here we have it in the forward position. Then we have length of 64 centimeters. Here in the back position we have 49 centimeters. The width here is 96 centimeters. The height here, well, you have to measure there maybe 94 centimeters. This is remarkably big space. The back seat can fold completely flat. That is very good. Now we have 144 centimeter there, and then here we have 157 centimeters. Really awesome. But this car has yet another party trick. You pull this handle, you can fold the front seats completely flat also. Huh? This is just insane. And the other side, well, it's a little bit more challenging. We have to then go all the way back first and then fold this and then, well, huh? I think we're supposed to take off the headrest there. And okay, still in the way for the steering wheel. See, how's this again? Go a little bit more up and it should pass right there. Whoa! Huh? Can I sleep in here now? I'm not sure how I'm gonna measure the distance. Maybe to the steering wheel. 205 centimeters. And then here all the way to the dashboard there, kinda ish. Wait, didn't get a good measure. I think I'll go higher up. Well, you can measure. I'm not sure how do you measure your penis? There, roughly 226 centimeters. What? Dude, I must try this in another video. To sleep in the car. Oh, is it? I'll try. I'm 173 centimeters. How will I fit here? I fit here just fine. No problem. I have so much space. We can have at least one woman, maybe two. Yeah, 2 women, just fine. The only thing is that the headroom might not be the best. It depends how you guys gonna do it. But wow! And because this is a narrow car, it's only a 4-seater, so you don't have that much seat width here. 118 centimeters. And then the seating height here is also not that great. Around 32 centimeters, so you can kind of feel it. You sit a bit like this, but the leg room is insanely good. And if I go forward now, then it's still okay. But here's also the party trick that you can recline in several steps, and the most reclined position is quite comfortable. Then I want to maybe go more back, but in the super comfy mode here, we eat some trunk space, then this is unheard of in this price range and size class. Well, I just realized that since we only have 2 seats, not 3, then actually each seat get more space. But there is no center console here, but plenty of space. And okay headroom, I have roughly, well, almost a fist of headroom here. But if I go more upright, what happens then? Well, it's here. Okay. Well, it depends how much upright I want to go. Let's say like this-ish, then still a fist of headroom. Not too bad. You can put the feet under the front seats, that's nice. We have one USB-C there. We have this armrest that can be adjusted slightly. And I'm not sure what the design behind these two are. It doesn't have a function as far as I know, but no pockets here. And the door pocket here is quite small. Let me show you. The whole car is just so narrow, so they have to narrow down everything. I also noticed that the door pocket there, I usually put my Stormback bottle in the door pocket in the cars I borrow. I cannot put it there in the Inster. I had to put it somewhere here instead, but that's usually where I have my microphone and other stuff. Well, okay, what about door closing sound? It's okay, huh? But here, just lots of hard plastic. But we have handles on all sides except for the driver. Still don't understand why. We have cabin lights here. And Isofix mounting points are in here. It's actually okay. Not the worst solution I've seen, but not the most elegant. And in the front seat, no Isofix there. And now I put the Cybex Sirona T in the back there. And I want to see how much space we have in the front. And you would expect that in such a small car that is shorter than 4 meters, there would be abysmal space. Well, look, I'm gonna slide the seat all the way back now. What? I didn't even hit the child seat. Are you serious? Let me recline. There, I have so much space here. Huh? This is incredible. How is it possible to make a car so small but with so much internal space? I have no idea. But the Koreans, they are genius. I'm still 173 centimeter. I sit now comfortably here for my legs and I can recline. Like that. Wow. I'm just speechless. This is just, I don't know how it is possible, but it's a video or it didn't happen. Okay, let's stop cheating. Let's try to push the seat forward, because remember that we need the space in the trunk for stroller, right? So you push the seat forward now, all the way there. Then how is it? Well, Isabel is here. Yo, what's up, Isabel? Come here, little baby. Mwah, mwah. Kan jeg få kos? Kan jeg få kos? Mwah, mwah. She's 2 months, 2 years and 10 months now. You're getting big. Isabel, don't grow too big. Just stay small, okay? Just stay small and cute. Okay, well, you wanna play? You wanna play with the rocks? Okay, go ahead. Okay, now this should be a different story, right? Oh, okay, I feel the pressure now, all right? So if I then slide, all the way to the seat, then I can barely stretch out here. Okay, here's where the limitation comes. Okay, I sit a bit upright. You want to sit here? Okay, come on. Okay, I'll carry you up there. Yeah. Huh, you like this car, Isabel?
Yeah.
And the front seat, we just have manual adjustment here. Forward, back, recline. Wait, how much can recline have? You can recline flat. And then steering wheel can be adjusted up and down, in and out, that's good. Sun visor can pivot. And it can extend, nice, yeah. Korean cars for the win, right, Isabel? And under the panel here we have the OBD port and then fuse box. And this is for opening the hood. Steering wheel heater here, ESP off, park brake, manual light adjustment. And we have a fairly big instrument cluster, I like it. Right now the door is open, if I close it, then this, yeah. So we have the cube design here, speedometer. There's also some classic design, but the cube design is the only one that shows you speedometer digitally. That's a bit minus. But yeah, we have state of charge in percentage here, proper trip meter. You can show other things, just like, you know, in other Korean cars. So you don't get any downgrade there. Little downgrade is the screen. It's a bit small, and I feel like it's a bit too far away from my comfort. Sometimes I have to lean forward to press some of the stuff on this side. And you have compass, you have the swipe here, but I haven't found the screen for showing you how much you're using, the energy. But as for the rest of the interior, we have flappy pedals here for changing region. We have actually physical buttons here. No haptic shit. They work great. We have the drive mode for changing. I always try to twist it, but you press it and you alternate between eco, normal, sport, and snow mode. So I just have it in normal mode. And then we have blink. There's some stalks. We have blinker stalk here, light stalk. There's also this gear selector here. And then there's an EV start stop button there. We have the auto hold button there. We have backup camera. Right, here we have USB-A, 12-volt outlet there, USB-C. We have a little shelf here, and then glove box, and a little shelf here. And I don't know if you see it. Yeah, we have ambient light there. You can also change the color. So there are actually lots of buttons here. I tried to go for this approach again. Old school buttons, and then a smaller touchscreen there. And then here also, interesting design. Same as the back, just lots of plastic, fantastic to keep the cost down. The seats, okay, they might not look that fancy, but I've been on a long trip yesterday and they are comfortable. They give you okay side support. It's not a sports car anyway. And this is the top trim with sunroof here. And the headroom here is plenty, but even if the sunroof is okay, if the sunroof is closed, then you have slightly less headroom. What about horn sound? Oh, nice. It's not that ding, 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 I'm coming now. Okay, that's good. And here we have cup holders and a little shelf for putting stuff. This is wireless charging pad. What is that? Is that a coat hook? For small coats, I guess. Or no, it's purse hook. Dude. And then my quite new Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus will fit there just fine. And also down here we have, it says max AC 250 volt 16 amp. Wow, look at that. We have an outlet there. So there you have it, Hyundai Inster. It is compact, it is fun, it is inexpensive, it's the poor man's car, and I found out that it is really practical. For such a small car, you have so much space. This is, I don't know what else to say. What do you guys think of the Inster, huh? I never tried anything like this before. So that's gonna be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.